What's happening, Lorehounds? Antilles here. I'm inside the Marvel Contest of Champions booth. I'm here with Gabriel Frizera, the art director for the entire game. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So what's new? What are we doing? I know you're developing the storyline here for Contest of Champions. What's going on inside that world?
Well, it's been like almost 2 years now, so the game developed quite a lot. It's an ongoing story, but we have like a final arc. So we've been moving towards the arc. We work closely with Marvel Comics to develop the main arc of the story, but we also have like individual one-shots.
Okay.
But they all follow more or less the big events of the Marvel Universe, right? So right now we're building towards Infinity War. Okay. We've been doing that for the last year or so, yeah.
So inside Contest of Champions, we're going to see things that we have seen maybe in some of the comic books, in some of the movies even, right?
Yes, we had last year we had the Age of Ultron. We had something based on AntMan, but it's our own stories. But we touch on the basics, but Marvel gives us the freedom to write our own thing. You know, as long as we use the same heroes. Yeah. Okay.
So you're not completely beholden to the stories that are already set. You can kind of go outside of what we know and play in the universe a little bit.
Yeah, not at all. We're a completely separate universe. We even have our own denomination. Our universe is TRN 517. Okay. So the mainstream Marvel universe is 616. Right. So it's almost like we're playing our own pocket universe that is influenced by some kind of quantum, entanglement. So it's like, let's say Ultron invades our universe. He'll have his own plans. But inside the Contest of Champions, which is a cosmic game set in another galaxy. So it's not in New York at all, but it could have like a piece of New York because it's a nexus of all realities. So a part of it could be in New York, the other part could be in the Kree homeworld or on the moon, but we'll have Ultron as the protagonist. So, yeah.
Does that ever get to be a little bit intimidating for you? Saying you have this really recognizable entity that you're playing with, and you're in charge of developing a new universe, almost a new storyline for that. Does that ever? Do you ever feel like you're in over your head with all of that going on?
A little bit sometimes, but like we have about 85 million players that downloaded the game, so it's a huge audience, and they're all like really rabid fans. Yeah. So sometimes you have to be like really careful that you don't veer too off of the characters they already know. So yeah, it is intimidating, but I'm a Marvel nerd since I'm like a little kid, so that's my dream. Okay. And Marvel is always like working with us to make sure that we're on point. Yeah. But they also very encouraging. If they see a good idea that is really out there, they say, "Go for it, guys." It's your universe, but you're doing justice to the character, so you go for it. So yeah, they give us a lot of like freedom, and it makes me more relaxed, So yeah.
Who are some of the new characters that we're looking at right now, and are there any characters that you haven't put in the game yet that you personally, as a Marvel nerd, want to see come to life in Contest of Champions?
Yes, right now we're just showing Phoenix because we just finished a six weeks X-Men and Inhuman event called Terry Genocide, and Phoenix and the Dark Phoenix are the last characters we're going to release. Yeah. And then after that we're going to have a Ghost Rider. So Ghost Rider comes to the Contest of Champions. He thinks he's in hell because he got fooled by the Grandmaster. So he thinks he's in hell and everybody's demons. So he starts fighting everybody. That's our Halloween event. And after that, it's all about Doctor Strange. So we're gonna have like a mystical event, and we're gonna release Dr. Voodoo, Battle Mordo, and we're gonna have like a big mystic extravaganza. And as far as characters, I've been reading a lot about the Squadron Supreme. And I love those characters, and I want to try my hand on some of those characters because Marvel is bringing them into the mainstream universe. Right. Hyperion and Nighthawk and all those guys, and I think they're really cool. So yeah, I think I want to bring those guys. Awesome.
So plenty of stuff going on out there in the Contest of Champions universe. Check it out. It's available for iOS and all your mobile devices. Download it. It's a great game to play. Gabriel, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Sure.